I would like just to start by maybe summarize with the brilliant presentation by Dr. Alan Knight. I think what we do today is like building a plane while flying it. We are building the plane while flying it. The 100% of the international certified palm oil is need to be built. It's not something that will happen in overnight. We need to build it. But at the same time, we cannot just stand still. Okay, wait everybody, we stop trading palm oil and just wait until we all be international sustainable certified. No, we still need to trade on it. We still need to make this a very viable business while building it. So I think that is the biggest challenge that we face today. It's not only about the vision, but also how to balance the need of doing business on the everyday life of these companies, but at the same time also changing it to becoming something better. Not only for they who are outside of this room, but also for us. For Indonesia, palm oil is very, very important. I would like to argue that palm oil is as important as Airbus to France, or automotive industry to Germany, or financial sectors to UK. Many people in Indonesia will say, for example, to the France, that you mess with our palm oil, we will mess with your Airbus. So this is the attitude that we know having in our present day. And it caught up, made us come to a blame game. They blame us because palm oil, they say that has long been denigrated by its opponent for being a threat to the environment. Which industry not? The automotive industry also have a bad side of it. The airplane industry have the bad side of it. Even soybean production, olive oil, all have the bad side of it. So blaming palm oil only on the term of bad for the environment is not doing anyone any good. Blaming palm oil in terms of health concerns, I can argue, and I think you can find many doctors can say, it is not about the materials, it is about the high dose of consumptions. The same with if you eat too much of red meat, you will get sick, you will be poisoned by it. If you eat too much of salt or sugar, it's also bad for you. It's not about the palm oil or the sugar or the any products, basically. It's how we eat it, how we consume it. Looking at the land use, blaming palm oil for the land use change is only talk about, the calendar. You did it 100 and 200 years ago with Europe. The data show that we are just come late. And now we utilizing our natural resources and producing something that are very, very good. Just to put on an income base, palm oil could give about 2,100 euro per hectare for small farmers in Indonesia, while rice cultivation only gives them 250. So why should we, deny that and prevent the Indonesian small holders to get that wealth? So what my point is, blaming game is getting us nowhere. What we like to do, as been shared before, very economically, is how to produce 100% international certified palm oil, international certified sustainable palm oil. What should we do together to produce the good palm oil and minimize the bad one? Indonesian government already take some actions. Of course, this is not perfect. This is still something that need to improve over time. First, of course, as you know, Indonesia unilaterally implement ISPO. It's a mandatory for any company who operate in Indonesia. It's nothing to do with whether or not you would like to buy or not. That's a different story. If you would like to use RSPO, then so be it. But every companies in Indonesia need to have ISPO. It's like just if you drive a car in Indonesia, you need to have a driver license. That's just very simple. Is it ISPO perfect? No. We just learn from it. You already, RSPO is only 10 years, and you already like 2 or 3 times change your indicators. We only about 3 years, so we are still growing. And I think this is new concept for everybody. We are still learning one to another. We also implement, already negotiating in APEC for what we call it as development product or development list. And palm oil is there. 11 countries already support that palm oil have a development impact, which is not only sustainability, but also poverty reductions and rural development. We now, in the next few weeks, we will co-hosting with United Nations Environmental Assembly on discussing sustainable palm oil in Nairobi. This is UN organization now, environmental organizations taking this up as issues and need to be solved together. We also already prepared to work with other governments, as we already did in timber. You mentioned flag. We already have the VPA, and the voluntary partnership agreement between Indonesia and EU has been ratified just early May this year, and hopefully it will be operated in this year. We also prepare to implement regulations by due time in near futures that only international certified palm oil can be exported from Indonesia. We're willing and we are able to implement that kind of regulations. If we already solve some problems, I will share it with you later on. We also already established an organization such as International Palm Oil Customer Care. So we could communicate more with our customers. We, under the leadership of our ambassador in Brussels, we also make a consultation with the 19 production countries. So we make this an international effort, not only for Indonesia. And not the least, we already also make animation in YouTube about how the importance of sustainable palm oil. You should see it. So this is an effort that the Indonesian government would like to share with you. But we still face problems, and to achieve 100%, we need to tackle this problem together. First, palm oil, as you know, is a tree, and it's not like a timber. You cut it. Palm oil is, we harvest the fruit. Maybe some of the practice of palm oil or the plantations in the past is not yet according to a sustainable measures. But we cannot just cut the tree. We need to wait until its economics ages pass. It's about 25 to 30 years. It's not like soybean that you can change every 3 months. You need to be gradually with that schedule. 42% of Indonesian palm oil produced by smallholders. And we need to work with them. We need to make them understand. We need to make them able to change their way of farming. Who will bear the cost? Certainly not the government. As any countries in Europe probably right now, we are struggling with our national budget. So who will bear the cost of changing from the conventional to the sustainable has to be the business. So we need to work to make sure that the palm oil business is profitable, is viable, so they can finance that process, that changing. Who will bear the the responsibility of saying this is sustainable or not. Yes, RSPO is the most well-known internationally, but I think now it's about 8 or 9 certifications. You mentioned the list of certification for timber. Who asked to say that this is the only one? I would like to argue that probably the best way is to make RSPO principles an open source. Everyone could use them. Everyone could adopt them without have to be, monopolized by one organization. The key principles is the sustainability. So 100% sustainable, it doesn't mean have to be a 100% RSPO certifications. We need also to work on many aspects, but let's work with what we have today. Indonesia will implement and already implement ISPO, and you are the fastest well-known certifications for palm oil. So what we would like to see is, if I could use the indicative of the list of variables that have been used in ISPO and RSPO, you will see that RSPO got 140 indicators. Out of 140 indicators, only 16 that which are not in ISPO. Only 16, 11%. So if somebody already in Indonesia and mandatory to have ISPO, then it's actually only got another 16 variables that he or she or that company can fulfill RSPO. Why should this company, duplicate all the process? Now, this is also the challenge of who will make the certification, the assessment. You have a lack of capacity. Indonesia is such a vast country. Who will make this assessment? There are assessment companies need to be built, assessment institutions need to be shared. So we need also to develop the capacity of assessing for sustainability. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like to propose to you probably that for Indonesian company at least, they have to have ISPO, and after that they could just attain some part of RSPO because you already also recognize ISPO, and we will also recognize the RSPO. With that, this is going to be a synergy, and we build together the whole concept of sustainability. I need to make 2 points though, that I think is very important, that within this, our effort together for 100% certified sustainable palm oil, we are still need to face some challenges. First, I will support, Indonesia will support if some of the European country would implement regulations that they will only import sustainable palm oil. Indonesia will be the first who support that. But we need to go on non-discriminatory principles. It should not only be sustainable palm oil, it should be a sustainable vegetable oil. Right? So, if you would like to have only a sustainable palm oil in your trading, then you should also only have sustainable soybean oil, sustainable olive oil, sustainable rapeseed oil. If not, then it will count as a discriminatory movement. The second is on labeling. We are very, very concerned about a no palm oil label. We can agree with that even. A no palm oil label, a negative label about the component of the ingredients, but we will ask all and none that if there's in that food or in that product, if you put no palm oil, then you should also put every single ingredient who are not in that food. You should say anything. No pork, no lamb, no, and the list will be like 10,000. That is non-discriminatory approach. So, with this also, ladies and gentlemen, we still have a plane to build while we must fly it because the passenger asking us to do so. Thank you very much.